Restaurant Supply, and this week we are doing pumpkin again! This week I was thinking about doing a curry or something a little different, but Miss Patricia mentioned pie, pumpkin pie, and I know I've done pumpkin a few times already, but come on, pumpkin pie, you just kind of got to do it. So this one's a pumpkin chiffon pie with a gingersnap crust that we're going to try out here. I'm thinking it's going to be delicious. So I guess we'll just start out here. I've got 2 cups of crushed up ginger snaps here. I'm just going to empty them in a bowl, along with 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. This is the ginger snap crust that I'm so excited about. Basically, you're just going to mix this all together. Ain't hard. All nice and moistened. Even moisture there. There we go. We're about there. The thing about ginger snaps that's so awesome, that makes this idea for crust great, is that they've got that spice. You know, that little bit of pinch there. Alright. We're basically just going to dump this into our pie pan now. This is a stove pie pan. We're no longer carrying these, but we do still have some absolutely gorgeous Emile Henry pie pans that are just gorgeous. And they come in pretty colors like, gosh, there's a pink one. And we have an apricot that I really, really like. So take a look at that. Basically, for this, just going to dump it into the pie pan. La, la, la. Put the back of my spoon here. I'm just going to start flattening it out. I'm trying to get it even on the sides here. May take a second, a little bit of work, but a ginger snap crust is worth a little work. Come on. You should have seen me beating these ginger snaps. Yeah, you could do it with a food processor, but what if you're angry and you just really want to beat something? This comes in handy. Although you have to beat it pretty hard. Honestly. Or at least I do. I'm kind of little. Alright. That looks about right to me. And basically, we're just going to put this into an oven that is preheated at 325. We're going to pop it in there for about, I'm going to say 10 to 15 minutes. Probably at 15 because this is ceramic and it'll take a little bit longer to heat up, but should be good. Alright, while our crust is in the oven, I'm going to take a medium saucepan here. I'm just going to add a bit of brown sugar. Now this is 1/2 cup of brown sugar there. There we go. I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of milk. whole pack of gelatin. 3 egg yolks. Egg yolks, not the white parts there. And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon each of nutmeg, ginger, and there's some salt in there too. Half a teaspoon of each. Stir this up, and we want to keep stirring. I've been stirring this constantly for a few minutes now, and it has gotten just a wee bit thicker. Now, we do not want to bring this up to a boil at all. So once it gets just that little bit thicker, we're going to take it off the heat and let it cool. Yep, that's about it. I've let it cool, and it's gotten to a lot thicker, you can tell. Into this mix, I'm just going to add a cup and 3/4 a cup of pureed pumpkin. Yum. And just dump it on in there. Pumpkin. 'Tis the season. Okay, I think we got most of that out there. Alright. We're also going to mix in 2 tablespoons of rum. I've got white rum, but you can also use darker rum. Mix this into our cooked mixture. And mix this up until there are no more lumps in there left. And then I'm just going to put it into the refrigerator. I'm going to come back every now and again and stir it. And when it starts being able to form mounds, I guess, that's when we're going to go to our next step. See you then. I'm not lonely, I got a real man, what an ideal man now. He's the only. So I'm going to take 3 egg whites from our eggs we got the yolks from previously. I'm going to add a 1/4 a cup of sugar to this. I'm just going to beat these until they form stiff peaks. So, yep. Gonna test it again. And we are where we want to be. Peaks there. Alright. I'm gonna go grab our pumpkin mix out of the refrigerator, and we're gonna mix this together. Alright, I got our pumpkin mixture and our meringue over here, as you see. And I'm going to just stir just a few spoonfuls of our meringue into the pumpkin. And this we're just gonna stir in there. No big deal. Just stirring it in. Getting it well mixed in there. That's pretty well mixed in right there. Now, the rest of this we're just going to fold in. So, grab our meringue there. A little more meringue. Just going to take a scoop of our pumpkin and fold it in there. Folding it in. Nice and fairly easy with it. Fold it in. I think that's pretty much folded to my liking. We're just going to pour this into a pie shell. Our pie shell we made with the ginger snaps. Got mine right here. It's got nice and darkened on the edges there. Oh, I like it. And we're just going to pour it into our pie crust. Yum. See how much I can put on this thing. You probably will have a little bit of filling left over from this recipe, but you can always use it for maybe little tarts of this. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. Yummy. I think we can try and fit the rest of this on here, though. If you got a deep dish pie pan, that's what really, really works, you know, for this. It's a nice deep dish pie. Alright. This one's stuffed pie. Now we're just going to refrigerate this until it sets. And that's going to be, you know, several hours, of course. But worth the wait. Definitely. Okay, I've let our pie sit overnight. What we're going to do right now is make our whip topping. I've just got a cup of heavy cream here. Gonna add about a tablespoon of powdered sugar for just a little nip of sweetness. And I'm going to whip this until it becomes whipped cream. pretty good. Let's get back to our pie. Now spoonful by spoonful, just going to drop this yummy, yummy whipped cream onto our pie. There's nothing like homemade whipped cream. You saw how easy and quick it was to make. There's no excuse to buy the stuff in the tub or in a little spray bottle. 'Cause half the time it's not even real whipped cream anyway, it's oil. Who wants to eat oil on their pie? Psh, not me. I'm a whipped cream kind of girl. A real whipped cream kind of girl. Alright. Get all of this cream on here. This looks good. And have a cloud floating on top of it. That nice. Now last but not least, I'm going to add a garnish to this pie. And this is just crushed up ginger snaps. What the crust is made out of. I'm just going to crumble it all nice and over our pie. Yum. It's a pretty little garnish. Everybody loves cookies. There we go. Now it's time to take a bite. Alright. So I demolished the first piece. That's normal. You can always mess up the first piece of pie you get out. But it should taste absolutely delightful. So let's dig in here.
Talk about your perfect lover, and you couldn't help discover that he's that way lovable and sweet. He's candy, has he got the arms that thrill you, lips that seem to whisper will you, and he's that way lovable, just 16.